Hi, this is Stephen from Table Tennis Canada. This tutorial video will describe the two different types of stories which may be added to ttcan.ca. Entering the site, we get to the news page. The first story on the news page is a regular story and links to a story page. The second story is a link story. This links to a URL. There are several common components of the two stories, which make it impossible to discern which is which at this stage. I'm going to describe the common components. First is the snippet image. This must be 150 pixels square. There's also a snippet title and snippet text. The title should be less than 75 characters long, but preferably a bit less. The text must be less than 350 characters long. You may access the story by clicking either the snippet image, the story title, or the View Complete Story link below. Here we are. This is the story page. This is actually a very simple story and would be very quick to upload. It's simple because it doesn't contain any images, there's a lot of text and not too many hyperlinks. And the hyperlink just goes to the ITTF website. It's a very simple story to add. A more complicated regular story would be the Yola National Team Challenge. Clicking it brings you to its story page. As you can see, there is an image at the top, which is a combination of 4 images, which had to be resized and lined up. This takes additional time. As well, picture files and documents files take a couple minutes to load onto the ttcan server. I wish it was quicker, but that's just not the case. Here we have the body and also a multitude of links below. Some are hyperlinks, but some lead to documents. Documents take a couple minutes to load. For every story, I must get a French translation. This can either be done by Mireille or Jacques. I send Mireille the English story to translate once it's up. If it's a larger file, like a document, Mireille may send it to Jacques. If Mireille can do it herself, it usually takes 24 hours. But if Jacques must do it, we give him about 72 hours. Now on to link stories, which go to any URL. Clicking this link story brings you to the squad list section, this URL above. The first story in the squad list section is also a link story. Clicking it brings me to a document. Link stories can also link to external websites. Link stories are by far the easiest story for me to upload to the ttcan.ca site. However, regular stories can also be easy to load. It always makes it more easy when more story components are included with the story submission. If the snippet image can be included, even if it's not 150 pixels square, maybe a little bit more, I can edit it and then fairly quickly. If the story title is less than 75 characters long, that's perfect. If the snippet text is already created, great. If you want to include additional pictures with your story, please include them with the submission. Makes my job a little bit easier. That way, I don't have to look for pictures in order to add. As well, you may be able to find up-to-date photos from the event that the story is describing, or the player that the story is talking about. Or maybe it's an official. Anyway, I digress. Thank you very much for listening.